see how this plays out. And then you come over here. This election will be decided. Wayne County is.
I don't know
Detroit,
what the hell happened
skipped
on my
it,
other
we have
street.
0 votes in. It's 18% of the vote in Detroit. Tends to come in a little bit later than the other part of the state. This is where they're fascinating.
I was
Oakland
saying,
County, if you go back 25 years, this is a more Republican suburb, but this is where you have your upscale, college-educated voters who have become more and more
get what the hell I'm saying.
60%, that's what Gretchen Whitmer needs to do. It's only 40%. And then we'll wait for here. This is Macomb County.
Have you ever had one of those fucking brain freezes?
Just north of suburbs when you come up here, and we'll see how this one comes in.
Once I think about it,
did well in Macomb County.
I'll let
If
you
you go back
know.
to the 1980s, this is where all the studies were done. The Democratic Postal Exchange.
Right, the Reagan Democrats.
Reagan Democrats.
Right.
So we'll watch. We have a long way to go in Michigan. So as you move out here, you come this way. This is interesting because this would be, again,
yeah.
a very modest number of
Now,
votes.
Wisconsin,
From a critical suburb, mind you.
Tim
Waukesha County.
M.
Here's
and
Milwaukee.
Tony Evans,
Suburbs here,
Wisconsin, it's
Democrats
too
get
early to
votes
call
in
because
both
there's
areas.
not enough
As
votes.
you move more out west, exurbia, rural, it gets more Republican, but it's very early here. Tony Evers, the Democratic incumbent, again, Tim Michaels, near the end of the campaign, said, if you elect me, no Republicans will ever lose again in Wisconsin, which brings the democracy question into play very early. We'll watch this.
I know.
But again, key presidential battleground. Key presidential battleground. When you move out here,
Very key presidential
you see
battleground.
this one,
Wisconsin,
Kansas,
Georgia,
the Democratic state.
Missouri.
Kansas has a Democratic governor. Kansas, remember, after Dobbs had the big referendum where Kansas voters, common sense conservatives, said
This
no,
is partially early voting.
allowing more abortion restrictions. It'll be interesting to see. This is very early. You say 35% of the estimated vote, but if you're looking out here,
35,
this is red.
yeah,
This
right.
at the end of the night will be
I think
red.
that's some of
Orange,
that's
a huge
early
surprise.
voting.
Where are the votes so far? Well, again,
God damn it,
we've
where's
got
my
this
shoulder?
is close to the Kansas,
Yeah.
Missouri here, Johnson County,
Now,
Mandan County. These are the Kansas
Lake
City
County
suburbs, if
for
you will.
governor
And
race.
then you're moving into the Democratic area, Lawrence, Kansas, Douglas County. That's the fifth
Got my
largest
soda.
Democrat by 40 points, right? So you think Kansas is a red state, but it has a Democratic governor. This is a 40-point county for Joe Biden. You come over
Now-
to the Topeka area, it was a Democrat +3.
Well, Republicans,
running
104.
obviously. So we'll see. Can Laura Kelly hold on in the state of Kansas? That's a big test.
Can
for
Laura Kelly
Democrats.
hold on to the
Democratic
state of
governors in
Kansas?
the country at this time of year. Then you move up here to Nebraska. 23% of the vote, the Democrat is leading, but slow down in the sense of look at where the vote's coming in. Omaha, Lincoln.
I don't know if I
Democratic
will
areas. It's a
project the
whole
win
lot
on this channel, but
more
I know
red
I will
votes
try my
in
best.
to still come in. A race that Republicans had hoped to make more competitive at the moment, with about 40% of the vote in. The incumbent Democrat, Jared Polis, leading at the moment in Colorado. Interesting to watch if that plays out in tandem with the Senate race. We talked about that dynamic in Georgia, in New Hampshire. In other words, what happens to the governor vis-a-vis the Senate candidate in Colorado? They are both of the same party. Then we come down, just one more quick one, in New Mexico. The governor, Michelle Lujan Grisham, running comfortably ahead, but very early votes coming in so far, Jake, only in
I know.
Democratic areas. But the governor's race is, again, always critical for state issues, all the more
Which
important
is big.
because of threats to democracy. And
Now,
this is
some of you
pretty
may be
close.
asking me, why the hell am I doing this right about fucking now?
CNN has some more projections.
Oh
Right
boy.
now, CNN is projecting that
Arkansas,
Senator
John
John
Bonzo
Boozman
defeats
from
Nathan
Arkansas
James.
will be reelected. He
He'll be
defeats Nathan
reelected
James
for
in Vermont.
Arkansas.
CNN projects that Congressman Peter Welch will
Peter
hit the
Welch will
road
be
to become the next
Vermont
from the
senator.
state of Vermont in an open seat, defeating Gerald Malloy. Let's take a look at the overall balance of power in the 100-seat U.S. Senate. Democrats currently control 38 seats. Republicans currently control 39 seats. 23 seats are remaining. We also have a key race alert that we're going to go to Casey Hunt right now. Casey?
That's right, Jake. We're going to take a quick spin through all of these races for you. We got a whole bunch of vote in. We got Raphael Warnock sitting at 51% right
Hey,
now.
the wheel scene, I'm on my iPad right now.
He is, of course, right now above.
So if you come over to my iPad, you'll see me.
A runoff. Keeping close tabs between this move back and forth here in the last hour or so. 65% of the voting.
If that explains.
Now let's check in on Ohio, where J.D. Vance still
I
in
got-
the lead, but it's close. 50.3%. Tim Ryan, the Democrat,
Hang on.
29.7%.
I'm in Missouri, come.
Gonna need to walk us
Let me
through
show you.
where the votes are still out to let us know if it's actually gonna end up being that close.
Let me
About
go
45% of the vote in there. Now
here.
in North Carolina, look at this. Ted Budd sitting
And
at
grab
50%.
me too damn
Sherry
fucking
Beasley's
fall.
48%. This is actually a little bit of a
This
record.
is the
We've seen
state
some
I'm
points on
in.
this race tonight. We've got 72%
This is
in
who's running.
vote in North Carolina. All right, let's move now to New Hampshire, where we've got Maggie Hassan sitting
Now,
at 57.8%, Don Bolduc sitting at 40.9%. Smart Republicans and Democrats that I'm talking to are looking at these numbers. Say Hassan is in a very strong position at this hour, but of course we only have 30% of the vote in. So keep an eye on
Only
that one.
30%.
Now let's go out to Colorado. This again, a reach for Republicans. Michael Bennett at
A reach?
15.6%.
Really?
To
They
Joe
only
Biden,
say a
Republicans,
fucking reach.
39.2% at this hour, but of course.
And that's just the only vote.
Who sits at 29.8% right now. I'm sure John King can explain to us why it looks that way. There's about 40% of the vote in right now in Wisconsin. Now I want to check in on Iowa, another unexpected place on the map, but it was an Iowa poll late in the cycle from a very trustworthy pollster out there that showed Chuck Grassley, the incumbent Republican, in a tight race with Democrat
Now, here's the
Michael
only
Reagan,
problem.
and some early returns
Can
show Frank
Republic
out ahead 58.3%
hold the lead
to Chuck
and
Grassley's
take back?
41.6%. But there is very
I'll
little
show you
vote in
guys
Iowa
the-
at this hour. We only have 11% in. Let's also dip in on
Here's the
Pennsylvania, where
Senate
John
key
Fetterman,
race.
Democrats at 60.5%. These numbers are moving in real
Johnson,
time.
the
Dr. Bevan
incumbent
Ellis,
Republican,
37%. This is
and
another
Baines, the
situation where they're gonna
current
count votes
Democratic.
very slowly. This is one of
He's
those
ahead,
already litigation
about
challenges, questions about how these votes are gonna be counted.
40,000
We expect
votes
that's
to
gonna go later
Johnson, and
today.
Johnson's
17%
behind
of the vote in
40,000 votes.
Pennsylvania. Now, Boris,
And here's Milwaukee. Johnson's leading in Waukesha County. He will,
First, let's start in the state of Texas. There we have an update. Incumbent Republican Greg Abbott building on the earlier
Greg Abbott in Texas for governor is building on the lead. Ahead 1,409 votes.
52% of the vote in there.
Bet
Let's take a look at the
or
state of
rookie.
Georgia. Brian Kemp right now with 111,000 vote advantage over Stacey Abrams. 66% of the vote in.
Here is another
50% threshold.
Senate and House seat.
Avoid a runoff if this holds. And we just got an update there. Now 115,000 vote lead for Kemp. Let's take a look at the
115
state of
governor
Michigan.
lead
Incumbent
in
Democrat
Georgia.
Richard Whitmer locked in this tough re-election battle with conservative commentator, former TV host Tudor Dixon. A 42,000 vote advantage for Whitmer.
42,000
lead right now.
vote
Still very
lead
early, with
for
only 12%
Gretchen
of the vote
over
in.
Dixon.
Let's get an update for you from Pennsylvania. There, the Attorney General Josh Shapiro.
I don't know who you voted for.
300,000
You
vote
eating
advantage.
pizza again? What happened?
Most
Well, I'll tell you.
extreme votes are going to see on
Georgia
the
flipped
side.
3 times.
17% of the vote in the
Texas
Commonwealth of
flipped
Pennsylvania
3
won,
times.
that our Jake Tapper knows very well.
Florida flipped
All right,
3
boys, thanks
times.
so much. Let's take a look,
If you don't know what I
at
mean by
this
that,
race right now
is
in Pennsylvania.
it's a key
Uh,
battleground
Josh Shapiro,
state.
The sitting attorney general running
Now let's
for
find that
governor,
remote again.
against a state legislator named
What it
Mastriano,
means
as
is,
Abby
it's,
described. What's going
well,
on here?
So you're watching
if you ever
film
go
and
to
what's coming, as you say, it's a
polling
really
on the news and you
lead for
hear them
Dr.
say it's a
Shapiro.
key
At the moment,
battleground
he was
state,
favored in the late
well,
2000s.
it's kind of like a football game.
Just
All
going through
except
process,
for
looking at one place.
it's trying to get
This is
people
one of
out
the
there that,
closest, most competitive swing counties in
basically
Pennsylvania. And you see
vote
Josh
for you.
Shapiro, 82% to 60%.
Your party.
Northampton County, Josh
The
Shapiro may
current
be able to
state
come to
I
it. He's
am
not
showing
winning.
everybody
Right, that, which tells you
is
that this is
basically
early vote. Right,
a
it just
key
tells you it's early vote,
battleground
it's
state.
disproportionately Democrat. It's only
and that'll
20%
either
of the vote. This
help
is a-
flip
this is a key swing
or
county. Donald Trump won it just barely in 2016 when he won the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
give
Trump
more
flipped it, won it
criticism
just barely
to,
in
I don't want
2020
to start
when
a
he
fight
won.
here, but
It is never like
the
that.
Democrats.
Even if Josh Shapiro wins the big, it is
if you got a
never
problem
like
with that, take it up with the
So that tells
Democrats.
you you're looking at early votes, and we have
Because
a long
I
way
ain't about to
go.
explain.
So where else do you look here? You obviously come
That's a
down to
different
Philadelphia
topic.
To see what votes
And
you
a
get.
whole
Only
different
34
issue.
Only 13% of the vote in. You see Josh Shapiro at 93%.
Because
The Democrat most likely will be overwhelmingly
ever get
up
my
when we get to Philadelphia's final count. But not
feet
bad.
correct.
If he's up by that much,
No.
then we have a blowout on our hands. If he is up by that much.
If you guys remember
Walk out from here,
when the
you get
presidential
Bucks
election
County.
was for the
This
governor
is
race
the
in Georgia,
more competitive Republican
they
county.
had a
Still,
one-off
Joe
race.
Biden by 4 points in
Now, you
2020.
eat
Yeah,
pizza
Again,
again?
you know, that would be
Damn right
shocking,
you will.
but if you'd rather be
Monkey
ahead
son
than
of a
not,
bitch.
Then you're looking disproportionately at early votes. And so
Cheap
you just
bulk
see
again.
John Fetterman running
Ugh.
behind, underperforming his
Half
Democratic
a
ticket
half.
rate, if you will. They're both statewide
Broadcaster.
office holders, by the way.
Life explainer and whatchamacallit. Hang on. Duh.
Possession charge, criminal charge, another long name. Prime time.
More jobs and lower taxes? taxes or bigger government and higher inflation?
Crap.
That's Missouri's choice this year. Trudy Bush Valentine will be a rubber stamp for Joe Biden.
$55,000 in donations for hurricane relief.
Hurricane relief, 60-some thousand bucks. 0, bottom of 6.
Unique. Championship.
Oh, I see world solution.
Away with the first one, and speaking of unique,
On the clock.
the only other left-handed pitcher to strike out 5 in a row, he won himself. What are you doing?
Trying to fix a seat. I wanna. Even though I already know who wins, it's enjoyable. It's better than half the time listening to what the hell Joe Biden has to say. Ha! Ouch!
Mechanics again. I just fall in love with the guy because lead
Yeah.
mechanics. Really, over the course of time, repeat those mechanics. You shouldn't have trouble
Right.
throwing strikes. And the only reason he has trouble throwing strikes sometimes is every once in a while he takes the foot off the gas with his sinker, almost as trying to
Hey, electrician!
really firing that two-seamer in the zone.
Ouch! Yeah.
Two up.
I'm getting way too damn old. Well, this thing is way too damn.
Silicast is sponsored by
Ugh.
Chevrolet. Electric vehicles for everyone, everywhere.
I'm back.
We help people get jobs.
I don't want the fucking cheese. There's a schoolmaster.
Your partner's walk-off home run.
Son of a bitch. That's what I said too.
2 quick outs in this 5th inning. On the hitter Edmundo Sosa, who had the best swing of the day for the Phillies and just missed for home run. Sure did.
Now, after I get this dog off.
Rodon Alvarez, the leader, caught it right against the wall, just beyond the batting boxes.
1-2, 5th inning. In there for start.
6 and 91. Avery Gould to a 0-0 game out of the Mason game. We're down 3 games to 2. Ultimately won in the 9th, 1-0. And when you have 2 pitchers doing this right here, you know the hitters are feeling the pressure too, saying, oh man, just scratch a run and let out bullpen. Late go to work. All Avery did in that series was win 2 games.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike.
In both World Series starts last year, 5 runs in both games against Atlanta. Failed to make it through the 3rd inning of the game. A year later, game 2, 6 1/3, just 1 run. Game 6, 4 2/3.
I know.
Only 1 hit against it. Another 0-2 pitch. You wonder why pitchers throw balls back out? It's because they don't have the feel. Not every baseball is particularly the same. When you've had a baseball in your hand your whole life, you could blindfold every pitcher and you can know if it's oblong, if the stitching is too high, or what have you. You can tell he's sweating pretty good, just trying to get control over everything here and have another potentially clean inning. Here's 1-2. Shows you there is no loss. 8 Ks through 5 scoreless innings, halfway home in game 6.
I'm gonna stop the next one on the computer, okay, folks?
Made with Mexican spices, made for nacho cheese sauce. Only at Taco Bell.
This is what real food looks like. Fresh, real meat and veggies. The food dogs were built to eat. The Farmer's Dog is changing the way we feed our pets. Visit tryfarmersdog.com to see your dog's personalized meal plan. Introducing Fast Protect technology exclusively from SimpliSafe, an advanced technology that allows our professional monitoring agents to capture evidence and verify a threat is real for faster police response. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
There was this controversial figure. Everywhere he went, people challenged him. They questioned his ideology, trolled him, called him ugly names. But he never took the bait, never raised his voice, refused to retaliate, because he believed
I know.
he could change the world by turning the other cheek.
Make sure you guys smash that like button.
Jeez.
Ironic. Edelman's struggling with reception.
Two things I hate dropping. Balls and calls.
But you need a better network. And Verizon's new Welcome Unlimited plan for just $30 a line.
Verizon for $30?
Yeah, it's their best unlimited price ever.
I'm switching now.
And getting the network you want for $30?
Touchdown!
Everyone can get Verizon for just $30 a line. And now's the time to switch, because you'll get up to $960. Only on the network America relies on. Verizon.
Like at the coffee shop, at the park, or on the moon. Just kidding. It's another coffee shop.
Now the hardware is in the house tonight. Astros trying to win it. Phillies trying to force a chance to win it tomorrow. And these two starters back and forth tremendous. Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Progressive Insurance, a grand slam for your budget. And for the Astros in this fifth inning, 6, 7, and 8 coming up. Christian Vasquez grounded into a double play his first out. Here comes home. Swing along with the
Strike one.
Who's going to blink first? Neither starter willing to even think about the bullpen getting going. Over the mound, waiting in second, Gene Segura. And Vasquez the first out of the fifth. Up comes Trey Mancini. We go down to Ken Rosenthal.
Joe, Justice Baker's powers of observation are second to none. Late in Game 5, Trey Mancini took a 1-1 fastball for a strike. When Baker noticed that from his body language, Mancini was caught in between. The two talked about it today. Baker told him, trust your instincts, have a plan, stick to it. You see that conversation
Yeah.
here today.
And after he started the postseason 0 for 18, a base hit, first one against Wheeler, his first time up. If he gets the 2 strikes again, I'd be shocked if Wheeler doesn't throw the breaking balls to get him to chase off the plate. Only one in that last at bat, and then he gave a fastball that Mancini gladly
Damn right.
reaching first base. Euphoric feeling when you're struggling. Deadline pickup from the Orioles. Takes
Ball upstairs from Wheelers.
touch of Dusty Baker, who's been a manager for 25 seasons. Trey Mancini, one of the 558 players that he's managed. A lot of those guys look at him as a brother figure,
Damn right.
a father figure.
Now
And
that
so
should
those former players,
key
or
in the
as
other
a
one.
music player, watching this game,
When that one drops, the other one should drop.
The 1-2 to Mancini is fouled off. You know what we're going to see Dusty Baker do in this game, I feel? He'll be in the far end of the dugout. If this team doesn't score in the next couple innings, look for him to change some mojo. See him go down there, change spots, whatever it takes. 2. The day that he took the job in 2020, Dusty said, "This is it. This is my last hurrah. This is my last chance to accomplish the goal." And now in his 3,981st game as big league manager, he's 1 win away. Closest he's been since Game 6.
If you're just joining us, or if Dad or Pete McDivitt shows watching us, make sure you guys help us hit that like button, or make sure you guys smack that subscribe button if you guys are new.
A 2-2 to Mancini. A good pitch for Wheeler. 2 gone in the 5th. We got a full slate of NFL action tomorrow on Fox, highlighted by Seahawks and Cardinals. Check for the game in your area. And on November 13th,
Yeah, I know.
games of the year in the NFC. Historic rivals face off in Lambeau. Cowboys take on
Cowboys, Packers.
You know what I never asked Dusty all these times we get to talk to him about? Are those flavored toothpicks? You ever had a flavored toothpick? Yeah, fantastic. Way better than the wooden taste. Everything good. Jazz McCormick gets 2 gone. Takes a strike. Well, I'm sure they're
Most
going
of
to
them,
be
yeah,
watching. Going to be watching to see how strong Wheeler stays with that 4-seam and 2-seam fastball. I've seen a high percentage of it. And right now, he's not showing any.
Foul back, souvenir ball.
When a pitcher gets a little fatigued, as he starts getting a little lower with his release point, flattens out those pitches, and it doesn't have the same late life. But right now, at 61 pitches, don't see any signs of that being the case on Zach Wheeler. His 0-2 to McCormick. Fastball got him swinging. Back-to-back K's to finish off the 1-2-3 fifth. At the top of the order for the Phillies. Coming up, that game's Kyle Schwarber when you come back.
Nice place.
Thanks. Been renting 5 years.
Did you know? Paying rent can now raise your credit scores instantly. Free with Experian. Wait, that doesn't help your credit? It can now. With Experian Boost.
It worked.
About time. Now rent can boost your credit scores instantly. Free with Experian. Download the Experian app now.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis persists, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq. Check.
When UC held me back, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC got the upper hand,
Rinvoq helped visibly repair the colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie could help you save.
The Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, like 2 times miles on every purchase.
You're always canceling. You're being too loud. Thank you. Good choice. My lucky number.
Earn 5 times miles on flights.
Going up?
And 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel. Plus, get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. And maybe see the one and only Taylor Swift. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
May God give you for every storm a rainbow, for every tear a smile, for every care a promise, and a blessing in each trial.
T-Mobile believes in going beyond during times of need. And this postseason, for every home run hit, we're donating $5,000 to hurricane recovery efforts. And right now, when you text RELIEF to 595959, we'll donate another $5.
We not only want you to face your fear, we want you to smash it.
Capital One will be donating an incremental $300,000 to the Jackie Robinson Robinson Foundation for a season total of $550,000 to support the foundation's minority scholarship and leadership programs. No score in the 6th inning in Game 6. Top of the order for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber to lead off for Valdez. Well, it's not desperate time yet for Philly, but the way this game is going, and each pitcher being on their game and the bullpen that's waiting, you would think in this inning right here, set up for the Phillies' best chance of scoring, and they really haven't had much. Valdez has retired 10 straight. His first one to Schwarber's in for a strike. Will tire break on pitch there. Well, that's what he does. He has the ability to shorten it and make it big.
If you haven't yet, hit exclamation point command to enter the contest that Stream Labs dropped.
Perseverance in Game 1. Power in Game 3. And for the Astros, the last 2 games sit on the same. 2 runs allowed in the last 2 games by a team that's been led by its pitching all year. That is joined again here.
Strike 2 for
One
1-2 pitch in the dirt. 2-2 pitch.
Is thinking middle to away. You stay longer and wait on a breaking ball, but they don't want to get beat on fastballs.
Streamlab, could you please drop the contest again?
Yeah, well, with a guy like this and the amount of breaking balls he throws, sometimes you go up there sitting on it and get success.
You haven't already.
It's a fastball and it's cranked to right.
Crushed. Down! Home run! Schwarber with a blast. Solo 8th home run this postseason. As you guys can see by the... I'm gonna refresh.
Has been doing this throughout his career.
Let's keep it going, folks. We got 22 shots.
Makes it disappear. You gotta be so quick to the ball right there. And
Schwarber, get up, get up, get up. Down, ball.
his 3rd home run in the last 4 games. His 6th in his last 11 games. And it's 1-0 Phillies.
1-0 Phillies. 6th inning. Now,
He's been in between on some of the pitches. He got
this is where the shit hit the fan for the Philadelphia Phillies. Let me just put it this way, basically. After Kyle Schwarber hit that ball out of here, let me just put it this way, mildly. No offense, Phillies, but
Here's a soft bouncing ball left side.
left side, soft bouncing ball. 1 out. I almost thought 3 out. Then 1 out.
So quick on your feet, and this play right here is practiced 1,000 times.
At the wheels see, if you don't mind doing this for me, making if you don't mind being in charge of the subscriber count, I'll put one of my other moderators in charge of the like count, so that way both of you can split up the duties of moderating, okay? But keep the chat family friendly. If you see a bot that's not a moderator, I only ask one thing: get him out of here. We don't need none of that shit in here. Pardon my language, by the way. Bregman again. 2 up, 2 down. If you haven't already.
first two times he had him back.
Smash that like button. I'm gonna say it again. Smash that damn subscribe button. Because if you do those two things, you don't want to know what happens? It tells YouTube we're doing a damn good thing. You want to know why? Because A, if we get a YouTube show, it'll bring new people into the channel. So that's our goal every day. 100 likes, and let's try to get 5 new subscribers in. We got 1 so far. Welcome in.
Bob Thompson, that's huge, even though it's only 1 run.
Second consecutive game with a home run for Kyle
He's
Schwarber.
going to manage this game, obviously, he's a game 7, so his starter is
Now,
in trouble.
if some of you ain't that dumb, like me, and know what the hell happened here, you know what Philly went through. You know how Houston did. I told the owners of this. I say if Houston, I think Houston's gonna win it because of starting pitching. Hopper, foul ball. It was this far from being gone. It would have gave the Phillies a 2-0 lead in the 6th inning. Strike 3.
Starts the scoring here in Game 6 with a home run. It's 1-0 Philadelphia facing elimination in Game 6.
That's half the fun of a new house. Seeing what people left behind in the attic.
Well, saving on homeowners insurance with Geico's help
No.
is pretty fun too.
It's tiny dancer.
That's a ton of stuff up here.
What the hell did I put? Oh, there you are, stupid thing. You know what I was looking for? This stupid thing. Because I hate to tell you.
No, thank you.
Geico.
It becomes very useful when you have something recorded. And you can just flip through the damn commercials. So you can call a baseball game without having to listen to any damn commercials. If you don't have DirecTV streaming or DirecTV, I would go get DirecTV if I were you. Sometimes it comes in very handy, except for when you lose the damn remote. Forget where the hell you put it sometimes. Now what the hell is the meeting on the mound for?
Attempt to get out of the way, and you can't make it to where you're trying to get hit. And so, clearly, by the pitch, and I don't know if they're challenging the fact that you can even challenge him directly making that move to get hit. Certainly, there was no question of whether it hit the back.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The batter was hit by the pitch. He's aboard at first base.
It's not reviewable, but whether or not he tried to get hit, right? And so the leadoff man is right. Top of the order's up, and we go down to Tom Verducci.
I know. Let me know the ruling on that, somebody, would ya? Let me know that ruling. Wheeler is at 85 pitches already. First pitch to Altuve is upstairs.
Take a look at where he was his previous at-bat on third, and now look at where he is this at-bat.
He's right above the fucking home plate, almost over home plate. Holy shit. One ball, no strikes. Ball upstairs. 97 miles an hour from Wheeler. Bounce to third. Safe is the call for Altuve.
I'll tell you what, that was a gutsy pitch on a 2-0. He came in and I think broke the back of Altuve. That just tells you what late life Wheeler still has. 2-0 pitch, you're going to a guy's sweet spot, and he's leaning in, break his back. Certainly not having that in turn two. And so Altuve's on and Peña's on.
Altuve definitely broke his back.
He's been the only answer for the Astros for much of this World Series.
I know.
For his last 6. The rest of the team is 7.
Peña is 1 for 4, 1 for 2 in the game. Peña, they're chanting MVP for Peña. This may be Wheeler's last hitter. Nope.
Absolutely, he's going to steal. It has a dual purpose. Keep him close and give Alvarado a little more time in the bucket.
MVP. Outside ball 1. I know we got 3 people in here already. If you haven't already, if you already did, you don't have to do it again. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share the stream out. Excuse me. Peña singles up the middle. Altuve going to third. First to third, Altuve goes. Peña singles. The only reason why I'm not going back to the election right now is because coming out. Jose Alvarado. Face it. Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 2. 2 flyouts. 2 on. 1 out. Big back. Ground ball. Foul. Zach Wheeler is out in 5 1/3 innings. He can Alvarez takes one in the dirt and 1-1 the count. No shit, Sherlock. Ha! Ball up and in. If you guys got any questions for me, feel free to drop them in the chat at any time.
The base is loaded, nobody out. That's 2 runs or less would be getting out of the jam. Here, at bare minimum, you've got to keep the game tied. Obviously, the best case scenario is you go back in the inning up 1-0.
2-1 pitch. Alvarez sends it deep. Gone! Three, 1, Houston. Fans erupt. Team erupted. This crowd is going freaking nuts. 450 to almost dead center. 113 off the bat. And he never looked back. 3-1. Houston leads. Wow, that was a big shot. Crowd still on the feet. Over the frickin' batters out. Wow. 400 and some feet.
Chances start going to the hitter. And you saw he knew right away. Everybody in this crowd knew right away. And unfortunately, Alvarado knew right away. You're not supposed to be able to hit him. No. I don't think that was possible.
Wow. I don't think you can hit him. Well, Alvarez just hit it. The dead center. he more than just hit the ball. He crushed it. He smacked it. He hit it. He spanked it. What else did he do? Give it a good fly. Drive. And they have a 3-1 lead. Game 6 of the MLB World Series. They're yelling the charge chant now. It was the biggest loud foot dead center shot. Wow. Boom.
As many games as you can imagine. Unfortunately, he's inherited 5 runners in this series, and all 5 have scored. We talked about the 3. Jack Wheeler, 5 scoreless innings. First 3 weeks against him here in the 6th. Bullpen comes in. Lincoln's game has changed. And see, I remember that, the hardest part about managing in the postseason is everything gets critiqued, everything gets second guessed, everything's always micromanaged, and because you said it, this is what he's done. Wheeler at 70 pitches, even though he gave up, just that single up the middle, the matchup called for lefty on left, and it did not work out so far for the Phillies. And the reason you can say that is because the feeling and rhythm of the starting pitcher is exactly that. When he's connected, I'll tell you, every hitter will tell you the same thing. You took him out, thank you. Even though the next guy throws 99, thank you. Because it's just you've seen the flow of the game. But it is the way Philadelphia and the matchups of their great left-handed and right-handed combination pitchers have been doing all season. Worked until the last two times. The third time through the order penalty is a real thing. That's why the game has changed. You have all these great relievers coming in to protect instead of having a guy face on off the third time. But another penalty is something you're touching on, and that is seeing a reliever time throughout the series. Just a different kind. Yeah, you're not going to see a reliever in a regular season in a 3-game series 3 times. You're just not. But in the postseason, in a 7-game series, you could see him 4 to 5 times. And that hitter starts gaining info and deep, and taking advantage of it. Tucker on 3-2. Browns want to get foul. On the other side of the coin is we think that relievers are immune to just every time they get out there, they're going to have the same stuff every single time. You know how many times they warm up and don't get in or have to rev the engine. So this is what the Philadelphia Phillies have been able to do, and that's why they're here. And Suarez down there in the Phillies bullpen. Another 3-2. Tucker down swinging. Now, the other side of that coin, John, is that one thing that can give the Phillies some hope going later into this game is that even as dominant as the Astros pen has been all postseason, you're seeing the same guys as well. Dusty Baker's run the same arms out there throughout this World Series. And as he tries to protect a narrow lead here late, we've got Presley and Montero who have both pitched in 45 games. It's going to do it for Jose Alvarado. Yordan Alvarez, so many monster home runs throughout his short big league career, but none bigger than this. A 3-run shot that takes a 1-0 deficit. Makes it a 3-1 lead for the Astros. One win from a World Championship.
We can't wait forever.
I'm genetically predisposed.
I just gave birth. I was under a lot of stress. I was getting older.
I started taking Nutrafol.
It's natural and it's clinically effective. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement. Within like months, I noticed it becoming
Stronger.
How is
Nutrafol
everybody?
has taken me back to the hairline.
Leave me a comment if the audio is good.
Polling and the prognostication and the pundits. At the end of the day, it's up to the voters, and the voters get their say, and sometimes they throw us a lot of surprises, like tonight.
And that is what makes it exciting and what makes it a very long night, which is why we are going to be here for quite some time. We want to talk to the team here in New York about what's going on in Virginia. Abigail Spanberger
Be right back,
winning,
folks.
Gloria losing.